Greetings, LEGO fans, and welcome to a retro review. Today I will be looking at LEGO Set 200, the family set. Released in 1974, this predated the LEGO minifigure by about 5 years, and was relatively popular at the time. It was quite hard for me to mainly get the entire set by themselves without having to part out each one. So that signifies to me that these were well played with and well loved by the children that played with them. And of course, that was before the time of the collectors, before people decided to stash and hold on to Lego figures and things, in the hopes that they would someday reach enough popularity to fund their college bills or something. But anyway, so before the Lego minifigure was created, we had the Lego figure. And you can see why they call today's figures mini. The height difference is obvious, but they follow similar features. Removable hair pieces, rotatable heads, posable arms, although to a less degree than this guy. That's amazing. I'll get into that later. But also it has hands that are able to grasp onto things. The only difference is the fact that the Lego minifigures today are able to pose and walk, while the whole body, basically, of the figures are brick built. It's really quite amazing how they're able to do that. The only big figure parts that are really here are the torso bits and the head bits. The rest are basically bricks you can find in your everyday Lego bin. But yeah, so back in the day, back when minifigures were introduced, they were considered the babies of the big figures. But then somebody got the idea that, hey, if we stick with these guys, we don't have to rescale all of our old Lego sets. So, that also saves some money there. So these guys were eventually phased out. Unfortunately, they're really quite cool, and everyone stuck with the Lego minifigures. I mean, they do have such personality there. But yeah, so I have the father figure here, the mother figure, the daughter figure, the son figure, and the grandma figure. And between all of these, there are only 3 hair pieces. I know, there's 5 figures, but there's 3 hair pieces. These 2 hair pieces actually are the reverse of each other, as you can see there. And the 2 men are basically the same hair piece, just slightly different. Just reversed, obviously. And what's interesting, what I find the most interesting about the way that they do these hair pieces, are the fact that they have little slots in the top to fit to their little nubby heads. Very similar to today's Lego minifigures, the way that they have hats attached. But with these, if you get them on over the ears, yes, they have ears, you can simulate male pattern baldness here. So here we go. I'm really young. I'm Justin Bieber. Oh no. Oh, would you like fries with that? But yeah, so I don't know why. But the only other hairpiece, air quote hairpiece, that I was able to find was this hat, which is a really quite a just kind of fun, kind of the mailman hat. But that was the only other headpiece that I was able to find. And it seems that the only hairpiece that can't be reversed is the grandma hairpiece here, because who wants a bun in the front here? Doesn't quite look right. Anyway, grandma here comes with 2 poses. This is her standing pose, and she has a sitting pose as described in the booklet, and she also comes with a little bench here too. I assume she's knitting or something here. But by far the most interesting part of these figures are the fact that the arms can rotate in almost any direction, and depending on the age of the figure, the arm will have elbows, which is really kind of neat. So you can really pose them in, if you're careful, of course, you can pose them in pretty much any pose. I don't know why you just broke off my arm, but shrug, I'm alright with it. Go team! You can do pretty much anything with these guys, so long as it doesn't require, sitting or changing positions, because that's really quite the pain with these guys, having to have spare bricks just so grandma can sit down and knit. That's really, I don't know, kind of cheap. But that was Lego back in the day, and it worked well. People love this set. In fact, I haven't seen a complete set for these guys in quite a while. It took me quite a long search to find this complete set, and this came from the Netherlands, I believe. So this came quite a long way, thanks to Bricklink. But yeah, so these figures are relatively unique, since they just pose so well. And I'd like to just point out before I close here, the arm pieces are actually used elsewhere in Lego. So this is not the only time that they've used this type of armature. I believe several space sets used to have at least this three-prong to three-prong, two-prong to three-prong sort of socket thing. At least on like the Space Digger or the Tipper Truck, or I forget the numbers, but they were at least around for a while, which really says a lot about Lego reusing their parts and whatnot. Although I really wish they reused the heads, maybe like as a buoy or something, just as a nod to people who know. So yeah, so that is a retro review. Got to share off some of my Lego figures that otherwise would be collecting dust up on my shelf. Yes, they're still displayed. I really liked them. But yeah, so if you'd like to see more retro reviews and things like this, please give me a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!